Brian McCarthy Interview Show. If you're under 18, don't listen. Having said that, the show is really awesome. And if you did listen, no one would really know. But don't listen. Don't listen, kids. Okay? Don't listen.
Niños, escuchen estas palabras mientras que salen de mis labios agrietos. El siguiente programa, aunque esto sea muy divertido para toda la gente, no es para los niños. Como un burro que busca agua fría, un balde, y eso le va a dar toda la satisfacción que necesita, esta agua no es para ustedes. Por favor, vayan donde sus padres. Ayúdelos a limpiar los baños. No vayan a escuchar esto. Es muy importante. Que Dios nos bendiga a los Estados Unidos.
Enfants du monde, détournez les yeux et bouchez-vous les oreilles. Le programme suivant, bien que spectaculaire et divertissant à tous égards, n'est pas pour vous. Veuillez vous détourner et jouer dans les Champs-Élysées ou peut-être dans les catacombes humides de Paris, car devant vous se trouve la ruine. Vous avez été prévenus, s'il vous plaît. N'écoutez pas, et pourtant, sachez que nous faisons tout cela pour vous, car vous êtes l'avenir et vous êtes la lumière. Que Dieu vous bénisse et dit bonjour à votre mère de ma part.
Brian McCarthy Interview Show. Adam is now drinking his Coke. Disco. Listen to that beat. Breaking it down in Uptown. Take your hand and touch it. Now rub it. Brian McCarthy Interview Show. Listen to that beat. Touch it. Now rub it. I wish I could still drink. Managed to not kill myself for another week. So we're here on the show. It's such a pleasure to be sitting here with Adam and to be talking to you, whether or not you're looking at us or listening to us. We certainly appreciate your attention. I know there's lots of options for entertainment, and we're happy that you have decided to spend an hour or I don't know as much time as you can with us. So thank you.
Very sincere opening.
Oh, yes, very much so. Especially the suicide part. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. Welcome to the show. A special welcome to our YouTube members and of course our friends on Patreon. And thank you to all of we get some nice comments on Patreon for people that enjoy the show, and that's always nice to hear. And if you don't enjoy the show, there's a couple of people that have said things, and I don't know, not no one's been like, you guys are fucking shitheads or anything.
Yeah, you'll get no pushback.
Occasionally, I will get. I think it's okay to say his name, Freeman. He will be upset that I go. Apparently, I repeat myself. So, and I'm sorry about that, but I think you just sort of a lot of times when people come on the show, you want to tell them the story.
Right. That
go ahead.
And I think I'm going to repeat a story about repeating a story, but that would happen on WTF with Mark Maron, where he was like, people were complaining because and that's why I realized what was happening. Because it's like you're having someone to your house.
Yes.
Right. And so you have somebody to your house. You go, I want to tell you this story about whatever, but then you don't put it together or maybe you do, but it doesn't matter. That you're doing a thing that other people are.
That makes sense. Because you know what I do? I listen to audiobooks when I sleep, and I've been listening to Mark Maron's How to Podcast. And I listen to it at full volume with headphones on when I go to sleep. And I have dreams about hairy Jews and telling the same story.
Coming unglued, ranting about cats.
Yes. It's funny because he's on that show. We're going to talk TV for a minute, everybody. I know everyone loves that. Yeah. So he's on that show Stick.
I haven't seen that one with Owen Wilson.
It's cute. You know what it's like? I thought of this analogy. It's on Apple TV with Owen Wilson, who did try to kill himself. And I saw him once on 57th Street a million years ago, and he's about 5'7". He's a little.
Oh, I saw him on a bike. I saw him riding a bike down one of the main avenues.
Was it a three-wheeler?
One of the north-south.
Yeah.
Just a fucking like probably a cool fixed gear bike or whatever. But I couldn't believe Owen Wilson
on a bike. I can believe
just on a bicycle.
I can believe Luke Wilson on a bike.
Sure.
Bad career much. Snarky snark.
Oh God. Did he make some?
I don't know. I just haven't seen him around at all recently. I don't know. He was like in Idiocracy and Old School.
That's he's waiting for a call from Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
Basically.
He's like, I'm available. Here's my manager. My manager at Bennigan's is a big Idiocracy fan. Whenever I have a project, he'll just let me take the time off. I have to cover my shifts, but he's okay with it.
Sure.
So,
like, they see me like a seasonal, holiday help.
So here's that show Sticks. So Mark Maron plays
Stick.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
I love it. No, I love that. That was like a very dad moment.
That show, that
show Sticks.
But... You know that program Sticks? It's on the Apple.
Yeah.
Did you know that there's a computer that you hook up to your television now?
Well, with
Jesus
Orem
Christ.
Wilmus.
Yeah. So anyway, the show is like if Ted Lasso and what's the show with fucking Harrison Ford with the where they're oh no, it's horrible.
Fugitive.
The show's already horrible. I know. Sorry.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
The Last Crusade. No, it starts with an S. It's like it's about psychiatrists and it's scathing or sobbing or shrinking. Okay.
I
on
can't say I'm
HBO.
even familiar with that
It's
show.
good. Oh, there's a
Shrinking.
very, very attractive black girl on that show. A little thin for you probably, but she's very attractive.
Okay. I can do thin.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I've opened. It's kind of
like if she's thin, she better have a nice big cock.
no, 100%.
I need something to offset.
Yeah,
So it's like if Shrinking and Ted Lasso had a baby, then Stick would pop out.
Okay.
So Mark Maron.
That's your elevator pitch.
Mark Maron's on that show, and it's about a guy that there's a so funny. There's a girl on the show who I think is like non-binary. I don't know if she's a real, not real girl. Sorry. Now, hey, this is the Boomer Hour with Brian and Adam.
Triggered much?
Yeah. Welcome to America. Now speak English.
Welcome to America. Show us your cock or not cock.
Yeah. But she says something about like her pronouns in the show. Oh God, who cares? But what is funny is that there's a show on Netflix that I found. And I'm watching it. I'm kind of, you ever hate watch something?
I do, but I realized that nowadays with the algorithms, the advanced and not so advanced algorithms, they can't tell that I'm watching something ironically.
Oh yeah.
So now you have to be careful about stuff like that because then you get shit gets started. This is mostly in social media, but it happens with streaming services too.
Yeah, with social media, yeah, and also the stuff that the reels that I watch are either gay porn without the gay sex.
Yeah. I'm big on
guys
those.
with Down syndrome that are lifting heavy weights. That's another big one. Children getting hurt, and dogs that attack people. I like those a lot too. So yeah, it's
like depraved.
Yeah,
algorithm.
And then I'm getting gay tips for bottoms. You know what I mean? That's a big one too.
Sure. Like get your fiber.
No. Well, it's all about evacuating. It's all about cleaning.
Yeah, 100%.
Cleaning out.
I edited a podcast the other day with, that's what we'll say at least.
Yeah.
Air quotes, where a guy was giving tips about like taking psyllium husk and like tips for bottoms.
Psyllium husk? What is that?
Psyllium husk?
What is that?
It's like I guess fiber. It clears you out.
My God, when you said husk, I immediately thought of like an ear of corn. I thought he meant like shove something up his ass to like.
That'll fucking do it too.
Yeah, fucking sounds pretty corny. Fucking, it's so nice you see it twice. Anyway, but I'm watching this show called Hightown, and it's on Netflix.
Is that the one about like the opioid crisis?
Well, it's a scripted drama about cops in Cape Cod, and it's nominally it's because I like those opiate shows. I like to see people.
Me too.
I like to see people do heroin,
like strung out,
and I like people I like the progression of it.
Like when they get out the Narcan.
Yeah, let me get a 40 oxy, and then like 3 months later, they're doing. Let me just try a little heroin. It's cheaper, and then before you know it,
yeah. They're in the park late at night.
Yeah, trying to sell you a PlayStation 1. But the thing is, it's a scripted drama, and I if they I don't want to get myself in trouble here with people that listen in New England, but like I don't really care for New England like as a whole, as a part of the country, just by virtue of the fact that like the accent is hard to take. And for some reason, if I think about experiences in my life, I can think about some people from like Massachusetts.
Yeah. Tell me what New England did to you like that. That's to be like do
you have
show me on a little doll?
Yeah. Do you have a doll of Paul Revere or something?
A little.
No, but it's like
one of those tri-corner hats. You could kind of use that.
They call people like from Massachusetts massholes.
Sure. Yeah.
That's not a.
It's known as being if there were a part of the country that was associated with being abrasive.
Yes.
It's 100%.
And it's
that area,
and
New England.
It's weird. It's kind of like if you went down to the South and you saw people leaning into being racist. It's kind of the same thing. I'm like, is this really something? It's kind of exhausting to me.
Yeah.
And they really kind of like they know that it's like their identity. It's like, how are you, kid? Kid, you know what? It seems like it's weirdly aggressive.
Yeah.
And it's also like I've been to Boston a couple of times. It's no great shakes. It's not a big city at all.
Yeah,
You just
fine.
I want to tell everyone up there, just relax, enjoy. There's certain beautiful parts of it. It's fine.
Sure.
But the show's about Cape Cod. And I started watching it because I was like, "Ooh, Hightown! I like to watch people do drugs." They never do drugs, and the lead in the show, the one that at least is this lesbian girl,
Okay.
and there is a tremendous amount of lesbian sex, which I like. Which I'm afraid I only like. I don't like to really. I mean, I like to watch it, I guess, sure, but like. I like it because I like to see that kind of like inclusivity in my sex scenes, and they really go at it. Like she fingers a lot of girls, and yeah, there's a lot of like fingering, and there's one spoiler alert.
Scissoring?
Well, that's the thing. No, I think scissoring is made up by straight people. I don't think.
I know it's real.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's real.
There might be some dry humping. Well, probably wet humping. If you're doing
that's what. But progresses into.
I feel like scissoring is like performance based. You might see that like on a stage or something, or it seems
like a live sex show.
Yeah, like Blondage with Janine Lindenmulder. I'm really dating myself with that one, but yeah. But this is to me what they're doing on this show looks like real lesbian sex. You know, there's always like a rescue dog in the background. An idling Subaru.
I know that they like fisting. You go in like I'm holding my hands up like this, like I'm gesticulating Italian person.
That was good.
But I guess they go in like that. That's how
you put your fingers like middle.
Like you got to go, like because you just think like fisting, you would just
Yeah,
right?
I think,
but it's not practical.
Well, I think vaginal fisting and I believe asshole fisting are probably two different
animals.
Yeah, it's like I think gay guys, you're up for 2 days doing crystal meth and you're having a fisting party. I don't think anyone's like being particularly careful.
You think the gay guys get a running start?
Yeah, they get like
the ladies they go in with
a catapult or perhaps a trebuchet.
Yes, sure.
And they like lose their college ring in some guy.
Yeah,
but this to me looks like what I would consider real lesbian sex. And there's one scene.
You feel like it's authentic.
It's like they had a consultant or something because
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, it does look like it's real. And it takes place in Provincetown, which is a very gay town way out in Cape Cod. I've been there twice. And it's way the fuck out on Cape Cod. And, it's like the gayest. It's like Fire Island, but it's even gayer than Fire Island, I guess. I don't know. But there's one scene, again, spoiler alert, but where she's our protagonist she's going down on another girl, and it's a very heavy set black girl, and it's the most naked scene that they have on the show. Like she has her mouth clamped on this girl's vagina, like it's just wild, and there's a lot of fat around it. Like it's a pretty wild. I'm like, wow, this is they're really showing you how something might.
The other side of Cape Cod.
I mean, honestly, if you want to look at off-season lesbian sex on Cape Cod, I think they nailed it. And but it is funny because she does play she plays like one of these police officers that does like marine investigations. Like, like if
maritime police officer,
pretty much. Yeah. Like if you're catching lobsters and they're too small, she'll go out and one of the lobster guys, his name is McCarthy. They're like, McCarthy, your perches are too small, McCarthy.
Right. And,
but what was funny is there was a really funny line in the show. She's got this older, like, they're all, if anybody white on that show, I assume is Irish or American. And he's this big guy. And she's got her binoculars out there and she's looking around. They're looking for like this drug boat. And she goes, it's nothing but a clam digger. And he goes, yeah, it takes one to know one.
Oh, I was like, good. That's
pretty. All right,
clean fun there.
I hung in there for that.
I could get behind.
That was good.
Sure.
But I really do. Because I tend to ride the remote when I watch shows, and I go right past the lesbian sex. There's no gay sex. There's lesbian sex.
Okay.
And they
you fast forward past it.
Yeah, I don't really care. It's just, and there's also a lot of straight sex too. Like, here's the thing.
This sounds like a real horned up show.
It pretty much is. Like, here's the thing with that is like, there's so much porn available on these like Netflix shows or these streaming shows. Don't even have it.
Yeah,
just forget it.
I don't understand what. I mean, I guess it sort of builds a something.
guess.
It's real because
but I don't need to see these. Like, there's this redheaded cop in the thing, and there's this stripper who's dating or she married this Dominican guy in prison, and every time they have sex, it's like they run towards each other and they knock each other over. It's like very like performance based and fake, and
but they're trying to sort of get across that it's very passionate.
Yes, I understand,
because it's like probably taboo.
Yeah, but maybe they could just do a quick cut to some fireworks. That could be an idea, and that would
or just like just sort of pan, like very very like a soap opera where it's like they just kind of pan to like a candelabra or
they
something.
could just pan to some hanging pans. You know what I mean? Just
or just some pans.
Because I'd like to watch the show with my kids.
Yeah, nice cast iron skillet
nice
or something
hanging out. You got to season those, by the way. You got to season them.
Hey, interesting. Speaking of lesbian sex,
go ahead.
I learned about this new thing. I won't say that this person's name or anything, but a friend of mine.
Let me get my barf bag.
This friend of mine
go ahead.
Was seeing a gal, and she is bi.
Okay.
And he was saying that she was in. There's a thing called Skirt Club. Have you heard of Skirt Club?
Never.
It's like a all lesbian sex party.
Sounds
like
great.
I think it's like kind of classy because this lady was like is like pretty well off or whatever, and it's like invite only, but there's like these like societies of like ladies sisters are doing it for themselves
instead of eyes wide shut, it's legs wide open.
I think so.
Thank you very much.
I'll run that by her.
So wait a minute, this is like a lipstick lesbian swing
club? I don't know that it's particularly like lipstick, but
but the skirt makes me think like
no, you're right.
They're not wearing like carpenter pants or
I wonder if there is like Butch. Now, weirdly enough, it's a lady. It's a woman that a good friend of mine had been seeing for a while. I never actually met her because like they've always been sort of like back and forth. Like he wasn't really sure if she was going to be around.
Okay,
and it sounds like she probably is not going to be.
You should see if he can grow a vagina, on his leg or something.
Yeah, no, it's not. He's like not into it. He tries to like quiet quit relationships.
Okay,
like one of those.
Sure.
He's terrible until you break up with him, basically. So, anyways, I haven't actually met this lady, but he was telling me about this, and it's like invite only.
Oh,
but I did find it kind of interesting that there are female sex parties.
Yeah.
Right? Because statistically, I want to say lesbians have the least amount of sex of everybody. Like gay men, obviously top, then it's straight couples, but lesbian couples have the least amount of sex. So it was refreshing to hear that, women were, and it's relatively, I guess not anonymous, but
and if I may,
short form.
If I may opine on this topic, what I think is
you're the expert.
I think if you're let's say if you're bisexual, right? Mm-hmm. Like, well, I don't know, but let's say you're bisexual, right? Hypothetically, sometimes you just want to have something hard and feel it growing in your mouth. But let's say you're bisexual and you like men and women. I would imagine the female part is the part that you're going to have sex with. Do you follow what I'm saying? So here's the thing. So they're having this skirt club thing, right? And it's a bunch of girls that are not 100% lesbian. I
think some of them are.
Okay.
I think a lot of them are.
Okay.
I just think this one in particular goes both ways, but I know she also is very sexual.
God.
With her guy.
Sounds like a real whore. Does she have an Instagram? Let's check her. Let's see if this whore is up to. But that's kind of to my point. Kind of, it's kind of like I could see, especially I don't know how old these people are. I'm in my mind.
I'm going to say
14,
40s.
Oh, never mind.
It's a very like
40s.
I don't know that there's hot 23-year-olds run. Maybe, but I also don't know like what I would be curious what the demographics. From like lipstick to maintenance woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Otis elevator repair. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know there's Butch.
I at this party, I see
Butch lesbians running around.
Be funny. There's a total like bull dyke and they just make her wear a skirt. And she's like, I don't even know how to wear this fucking thing. Right. Jesus, like, she wears it over her coveralls.
You gotta wear a skirt.
Yeah. She's like, They're like, Sammy, you got fucking grease all over it. Well, I just came from work. I'm at Jiffy Lube.
Yeah, exactly.
All I want to do is come here and eat some cunt.
I work at Meineke.
Yeah, you bitches made me wear this fucking skirt. Jesus Christ. I'm double parked.
Yes.
Somebody get on this mustache
Like
ride.
she drives in from Jersey. Like she's very like not metropolitan too.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, goddamn traffic in this city. $10 an hour to park your car. Jesus. And I got to wear this fucking getup like I'm fucking Patty Duke. She was making weird 50s references.
Yes.
To give her and the other lesbians just to fuck with her, give her a big poodle skirt, like a big hoop skirt.
And she's way older and has chin hair too, like my gym teacher.
But she will turn you the fuck out.
Oh yeah,
she knows what she's doing.
Yeah. That's the thing. You got to give Sammy a shot.
Yeah.
She's when she gets in there,
she's like, I suck you clit like a cock. Boy, well, all right, Sammy.
Boy, howdy.
Yeah. She's like, all right. She probably at one point she just burps into your vagina, but it's so strong her burp gives you an orgasm because it vibrates. She's like, you ready for it? You want to come? You want to come, you little slut? Look at you. Beep. And then you're like, oh fuck. Did she just burp into my pussy? And made me come because it shook so much? Yeah. Well, again, in terms of these sex parties and sex clubs, and I know, Freeman, if you're listening, we're coming dangerously close to me telling a story you've heard already, but I'm going to pivot. Don't worry. I'm aware of it.
Well, are you talking about Australian trans stewardess?
Oh God, no. Hey, let me tell that story again. No, what I'm trying to say is I have a friend of mine. I haven't seen her in a while. Hopefully she's still alive. I actually am concerned a little bit whenever I think about her. But there's, the Gansevoort Hotel down on Park Avenue South. There is a Gansevoort Hotel down there. As a matter of fact,
I'm not familiar.
When the Kardashians were in New York, apparently they shot there. They shot that's where they lived. It's like a kind of a fancy-ish.
So it's high end.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's on like Park Avenue South. I think it's like Park Avenue and like 28th Street.
Okay.
And so, folks, anything south of 42nd Street on Park Avenue is called Park Avenue South. Now you know. And at 14th Street, it turns into 4th Avenue. Thank you. Okay. So anyway, but this girl that I know, she very, very cute girl, and she would go to these high-end sex parties at the Hotel Gansevoort. So you had to be like invite. This wasn't like when you go to Tampa and you get kicked out because like you got a skid mark on the couch or something, and it's like people drive up in an RV and they're like,
swingers.
Yeah, someone's like
a resort.
Someone's knocking on your screen door to borrow batteries. Hey, Tom, you got any double A's in there? Yeah, my wife's twat fucking vibrating thing. What do you call it, honey? It's an egg. Here, twat egg is all. I don't know. It takes batteries. You got a new one with the USB-C, but I don't have that kind of bread right now. You need any double A's?
Yeah.
Oh, you're eating that one's pussy? Yeah, good luck. All right. I'll come back when you're finished. Cialis, a half a Cialis. But this is like very sort of eyes wide shut-esque. Yeah. So that does exist. And you have to be like invited to the.
I think that's kind of like what this is, but it's like for ladies.
We should try
scissoring.
We should try to go like
infiltrate the skirt club,
like bosom buddies, like Tom Hanks. We just show up. We're like, hi, we're a couple of lesbians.
100%. Well, I wonder how they handle.
Go ahead.
Trans identifying, because if you can swim in the Olympics or whatever. God, I mean, how does that work?
I don't know. So what you're saying is at the skirt club. Would want like, for example, all of the gals that we've had on our show. So some beautiful woman, and they are very beautiful.
Tori Easton, who is a real tall gal?
Sheena Easton, all the Eastons.
Downtown Julie Brown.
Yeah. Who's the one that it doesn't matter. A bunch of them. You guys know. There's been the fucking 50 of them on the show. So, and they're all very nice and they're all gorgeous. Yeah. So we're no static.
No.
But I wonder if they show up at the skirt party though, and they're very beautiful, and then they take their skirt off and they've got like, a fucking dick. I wonder,
like a 4-inch flaccid penis.
Yeah. I wonder if the gals are like, well,
Well, I think that it would definitely be something that is
discussed ahead of time.
Because I think they're screening. You know what? I bet I could just Google it.
Skirt club?
Because I looked it up the other day and I found like a Reddit thread.
Great. Use my phone. Now I'm in Dutch with the missus. Great.
Not even close to the weirdest thing.
Oh, not. You have no idea what I was looking to
this afternoon.
Like earlier today. Yeah, I found this mom POV that I enjoyed yesterday, and I was watching it. I found a good search engine string of words because that's how I find these. Okay. So you go on Google, I use the voice thing. I go mom POV. They shoot a lot of these in Vegas. So I go mom POV Vegas, mompov.com,
Gotcha.
HD 720 POV
Wait,
porn.
wait.
Hold on, porn video.
You're calling out aspect ratios
because it'll click in some 720.
You're afraid you're going to get some standard definition?
480. I can't jerk off to that. Well,
it's on a phone. Though,
it just okay. What it said, if I put in 720, what I'm hoping is the search engine will show me videos that are newer.
Got you.
It's a higher and the newer ones I don't think I've seen. Some of these are very some of them look like they're like 15 years old. You know, some of them the girls are smoking and they're smoking in the hotel room. And I'm like, that's probably a long time ago. I don't know if the people at Mom POV would be thrilled to pay the cleaning fee for the smoking in the room. I feel like they tell the talent to go downstairs. Hey, girls, go in front of Circus over by the handicapped parking. Have your cigarette over there. And maybe your ankle bracelet. We can't get that wet, right? You know, she's clearly on like house arrest or something. She got her parole officer gave her a break. She's like, I got to go shoot porn to feed my kids. She's like, all right, well, okay. Are you leaving state lines? I got to make some calls, but okay, no problem. You can't smoke in here. All right, fine. But but I found this one Mom POV scene, and the girl was really attractive. And in the very beginning of it, she just says, he goes, how many kids do you have? She goes, 4. I was like, 4 kids. And by the way, that's not the thing that kind of gets me going. That's kind of like, that's where I'm going, oh, really? And then I just want to see naked, because then I'm like, what do they look like with these 4 kids? And then he goes, and how old are you? She goes, I'm 29. I'm like, wow, she's been busy.
Right.
Yeah. It'd be funny. He's like, how old are your kids? He goes, well, the first one's 16. Ooh. But anyway, but she was really hot. I was like, wow, she had 4 kids, and that's what her body.
Good for her.
But she's so young, you know, and so, and then with all that smoking, the babies are probably very small, so they probably didn't wreck her body too much.
Yeah.
She had tiny little cigarette babies. So did you find our skirt club?
She had like 120s.
Yeah.
Slim 120s. Yeah. So, okay. So anyways, this answers a couple of questions, because it is actually, it says, it is actually bisexual women. Oh, it is not.
See,
this club is intended for bisexual women. Often members are in relationships. I mean, you got to be kind of on the honor system, though. You know what I mean? So I do think it is kind of like those types of women that are in between, or they are kind of very feminine.
You're saying bisexual. I mean, I think
but I think typically, those are the more lipstick.
Oh yeah, you're not going to find. I don't know. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to find a very mannish woman unless she's with some really, who knows what's going on at the skirt party. Right. So what else do you have?
But so I don't really get a.
Are you on a website?
Yes,
it's their
skirtclub.co.uk. I guess it's a
hello.
It was like founded in England.
Hey Ted, can we give you?
He was a caterer for a skirt party for a long time. He would be at the omelet station.
Oi, I slipped in a puddle of HP sauce, or maybe it was cunt juice. It was. Hello, fish and chips. Hello, girls.
But it said something about like, we do
mushy peas,
like we're pro trans and we this and that. Oh. But here's what I'm realizing. But it wasn't like a straight answer. Oh,
pun intended.
Oh, does Skirt Club accept trans women? Skirt Club supports diversity, inclusivity, and trans rights.
However,
our parties were created to meet the needs specifically of vulva owning women, cis and trans, who desire to play with other vulva owning women, cis. So you got to have bottom surgery.
You cannot just
that's the line of demarcation, I guess.
Doesn't sound very inclusive to me.
Right. But here's what I'm thinking.
Go ahead.
As we're talking about this, I'm realizing there's probably not many trans women like you have, like your Caitlyn Jenners. Right. There's probably not that many trans women, lesbians. I bet that's not common, because I remember I was listening to a podcast the other day, and there was like a trans woman on there talking about being a lesbian, and it was like, it was very rare. because you don't hear that very much. It's usually
okay. All right. Well, that tracks. I mean,
they want.
Listen, I'm sure they're out there. You know who I'm
Sure.
thinking? That Lucy Hart. I bet she's probably down for a good time.
Because Lucy Hart was very much it was like a different animal.
Yeah, she's
like Lucy Hart was very
any port in a storm for Lucy Hart.
I remember she was the one that was like, it was a dude 6 months ago. Or something.
She's like, check out my tits. Look at these fucking tits.
Yeah,
Who knew? Anyway, got to work on my.
She was a guy's.
Got to work on my broad voice. How you doing?
Yeah.
No, but okay. So, and also think of it this way. Think about you're a trans woman and you have not had the bottom surgery and you show up at this party and everyone there wants to eat pussy.
Yeah.
You're going to be at the buffet for the whole party. No one's going to want to.
It's awkward. Yeah, that's awkward. It doesn't.
No one goes to the skirt party to blow a girl. You know what I mean? Like, I think everyone's there to eat, go down on each other or
you'd think,
whatever. Oh, the UK. Ooh, imagine all those bad teeth down there. Hello, geezer. Put your cunny on me nose, eh? Hello. Oh, that feels nice. That's nice. Oh, there you go, Bob. Coles to Newcastle, it is. Bob's your uncle. Oh, there's a wee bit of the old snoggy snog, isn't it? Anyway.
Yeah, I bet that's almost exactly how it
probably.
goes.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot me bloomers today. I did. Nothing. Won't get in the way of your tongue.
A lot of real working class.
Yeah.
English broads,
right?
Yeah. They're big in Newcastle. They're big in Manchester.
Yeah, I missed my bus to get over here. I did, so I walked in here in my skirt. Walked 3 miles in the rain. It's always raining where we live. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, well, that's interesting. So, all right. So going back to the show for a minute.
Yeah.
So Hightown. I don't recommend it, but the reason why I mentioned that there's actually there's a thread to all of this. Believe it or not, okay. I'm like Trump. I'm bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, he weaves. He weaves them all together.
Hair weave. Oh, don't go there. Anyway, so but the show, first season is whatever it is. It's getting progressively more ridiculous because I think American television, we don't really know how to. We will ride a show
as long as people are still watching
until
it's the rules.
They just fucking In England, like those Ricky Gervais shows, and they'll do. And by the way, I'm watching a really great English show, which I highly recommend, is Slow Horses with Gary Oldman. It's about MI5, which is their British CIA and white supremacy and everything. It's really good. It's on Apple. I make a pretty good living, so I have Apple TV.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, you really gotta really be on the other side of the railroad tracks.
Or have an iPhone because I know they give you a free year.
Yeah. Well,
I've never taken them. I probably have 6 years banked. I've never actually gone on Apple.
There's some really good shows on there. They have so much money that their shows look really good.
Sure.
They're very well produced. I mean, and there's shows there that people love. I mean, there's so many fucking shows. But anyway, so Slow Horses, I recommend. Boom. But that Hightown, now it's just getting ridiculous. And this Portuguese or this Dominican lesbian girl, she can't get sober, and she's going back and forth and back and forth. And now the show is, I'm still watching it, but I really am. I'm hate watching it, and I'm buzzing right through it, and
just scrubbing.
Just I can't be bothered. But the show that I wanted to mention, I know we talked about this very briefly before the show, is that show Banshee.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what platform.
It was a Cinemax show.
Oh my God.
Or Showtime.
Okay. That sounds like about right. At this point, it's been a couple of years since it's been on. So it's probably on fucking
a good 10 years, I think.
Amazon Prime or something. Who knows? But this show is so unbelievably stupid. And
it really is.
It is hilarious. Basically, the premise is there's a guy who is released out of prison, and he's going to visit his ex-girlfriend who has some money of his or something like that, and he ends up stopping at a bar outside of the town where she is, and the sheriff is there, and the sheriff gets shot in the head by somebody, and the guy who is the best fighter in the world, this guy, it's ridiculous. I mean, and plus, he'll get punched in the face. I know it's television, and we all have to sort of,
suspend your disbelief.
Yeah, exactly. But he'll get punched in the face 100. He'll throw a brick on his head, and he's like, "Ow, fuck you," and you motherfucker. But so anyway, so he kills the sheriff, and then he just decides that he's going to pretend to be the sheriff. So he
I made it that far. I only saw the first episode.
Right. Well,
I thought it was so stupid that I couldn't continue.
I'm not going to burn through the whole thing because Jesus Christ. But
the entire plot.
The entire. Okay, so in the 5th episode, no, and then the town tends to be. So the town is like this Amish town, and there's this guy that runs it who used to be Amish, and he's fucking his niece. And by the way, all of that stuff is kind of okay. Like it's so stupid. I mean, Ozark is pretty stupid too, but it's much better written and whatever. But but the reason why I mention all of this is there is a scene, and I don't want to be cunty, but I'll put it on Patreon, and I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. But there's this thing where the guy, the pretending sheriff guy, right, who's really good looking. Oh my god,
yeah,
really short hair.
I do remember that he was handsome.
Yeah, and he's just fucking And by the way, every girl in this town is at an 8 at a minimum.
Right, yeah, in like a small town in Pennsylvania,
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like the Amish girls, they take off their fucking whatever Amish get up, and they're like stone cold foxes. Everybody, and I mean, it's so stupid, but again, it's fine. But the thing about it that's really, and this is not really much of a spoiler, but it's some episode, he goes to prison, and he's in prison, and there's a guy who he's like the shot caller in the prison. And I don't know where they found this actor, because I don't think it's CGI, but this fucking guy is about 6'6" or something, maybe even bigger. He's a white guy, and he looks like he has like alopecia, like no hair in his body,
right?
Completely bald, nothing. And he's massive, and he runs the prison, and he's gay as shit. And so I'm watching this thing, and I'm like, all right, this is pretty interesting. So basically what he does is he goes up to the handsome getting punched guy, not really a sheriff guy,
handsome fake sheriff.
Yeah, handsome fake sheriff. And he goes up to him, and by the way, and all the other prisoners are like all around in like a semicircle, and he goes up, and he's got this is the big bald guy. He's like, if you know what you have to.
I feel like I remember this was, I think, in the first episode, or maybe I watched 2 episodes. Now I'm remembering this.
The clip, and he goes and he stands in front of him, and he goes, and he basically, what he says to the guy is, you have to suck my dick in front of all these guys and do it. And now here's the thing. I've only been to jail. I've never been to prison, but I have a feeling that the gay sex in prison is not so performative. You know what I mean?
I don't think
a lot of a mixed race group of prisoners would stand around eagerly trying to watch this 9-foot albino fucking bald guy get his dick sucked. But it's the most homoerotic thing, and they're all standing in a big circle. And the guy, the prisoner, the sheriff, fake sheriff guy, he's like, get on your knees, fake sheriff guy. And the sheriff guy gets on his knees, and he unzips, and he makes him pull his dick out, and the fake sheriff just bites his dick off. Clean bites it off, and then kills the guy. And then the guards come over, and they don't even do anything. The guards come over, and he just spits his fucking.
You want you're next, pal.
He then bites everybody's dick.
I got a hankering for sausage.
The camera pans back. Stupid. There's just a pile of 50 dicks.
Yeah, just a pile of dicks, disembodied dicks,
all different colors and sizes.
I think that was maybe the moment where I was like, "This is so stupid."
Yeah.
That I could not. Yeah,
it really made me laugh. I was
keep watching it.
I was like, wow. I just can't imagine writing that or blocking it and shooting it. Cause I've been around TV
terms like blocking.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
thank you. Hit your mark.
Of course.
The idea that this whole scene is the idea of this whole scene, and right behind that, there's somebody making paninis at craft services.
Yes.
There's just
that's very. I'm very conscious when I watch TV of this is definitely something somebody wrote that either never went to prison, or maybe they heard of this happening in a in a very extreme situation, and it's happened once ever in the history of.
Right.
People being incarcerated.
I just
but it definitely did not go down like this.
Yeah. And having the shot caller be to submit to me, everyone will know I'm the king of the prison if you suck my dick in front of everybody.
Right.
Come on. Number one.
You do wonder. Well, go ahead. Finish.
All I was gonna if only I could.
Yeah.
With this limp noodle of mine.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I can see how somebody. I bet whoever wrote that was like, oh yeah, he's fucking so tall,
Oh, dude,
and he's
some
bald.
guy had to. I guarantee you, the person that wrote that
Oh.
definitely stopped to like jerk off,
or at least
multiple times.
Yeah, he's going backspace. He's like the shirtless albino. No, hold on. The shirtless. What is the word here? Sweet. No, that means hairy. The shirtless, hairless albino.
Of course. Yeah, you can't have any body hair.
Yes, with doughy nipples that point downwards and a cock that is strangely veinless. You're like, you're not even going to see his dick. Why are you describing his veinless cock?
Just so that you could play the scene through.
Oh, right. And then it'd be funny if like the writer of the thing like calls the director and he's like, hey, page 48. Yeah, that's the prison biting off dick scene. I'm going to be in Burbank that day, or I'm going to be in Vancouver, probably Vancouver. I'm going to be in Vancouver that day. Do you mind if I just kind of come by and just see my words come to life?
In case you need any kind of punch up.
Guy's like, I guess, sure. Guy immediately like spends $3,000 on a round trip ticket to Vancouver. He's like, oh, I just happened to be in British Columbia, not Culver City, where I live in a 2-bedroom bungalow. So anyway, so that was just funny to me. So I'll find that clip. It's pretty easy to find. You just find you put in Banshee, big albino gets his dick bitten off. Bitten. Get his dick bitten off.
Yeah.
And that'll do it for you. So
it does make me wonder though, what I was gonna say is that because like the shot caller, he's the top of the food chain.
Yes.
And being that sets the tone, if there was in this, I don't know, in this universe, if there was an openly gay shot caller, I wonder if then the culture would reflect that in that particular.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think there's a difference between like being like gay in prison because you're gay.
Yeah, you're kind of gay for the stay.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times it's kept a little bit under wraps because it's sort of just seen as like, hey, we need a little friction.
Right.
It'd
be funny if like the guy actually ended up blowing him, and then the big bald guy was like, all right, listen, remember we have rehearsal for Ain't Misbehaving tomorrow night. And we're doing the quilt thing on Tuesday, and it just turns really gay.
Yeah.
And the guy like has his cock in his mouth, and he's like, I've lived my whole life for this. And he's like, I'm not even a real sheriff. Meanwhile, that fucking show, all they had to do was like, I know it was 10 years ago or whatever it was, but like, you can't just pretend to be a cop. And there's, and like roll into some fucking, it's supposed to be like Allentown or somewhere in Pennsylvania, like Lancaster or whatever. It's not like the fucking middle of nowhere. Like,
you would think there would be some kind of
like
accountability.
Hey,
like maybe somebody,
he doesn't look anything at all like anything like the guy that was supposed to come and do this job, who we all
right. But that was the rub, right? Was he like, there was a new guy in town or something, and so he like impersonated
exactly
the new guy, right?
But then nobody from like, where do you come in from fucking like Argentina or something? Like, what is this a transnational sheriff exchange that I'm not aware of? Like, from Buenos Aires to Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
That is why I can't watch 80% of television.
Yes,
because of just like the suspending disbelief or whatever you call it. Like I can't. If it's not and I know that on shows, at least movies, like there's a whole sort of continuity sort of department and people that just go over everything with a fine-tooth comb as far as logic goes. Yeah. That I don't understand how these types of things get made.
And also, not everyone, but there's certain people in my life who will remain nameless who are trying to get me to watch Happy Gilmore 2. I'm not going to watch Happy Gilmore 2. I don't care.
Oh my God.
Everyone's like, I saw it's
on Netflix.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. And I actually had lunch with my friend and his son, and the kid's super nice. He's 15. I've known him for years and years. And he's like really into sports. And he's like, oh, they got like this guy. Everyone does cameos and everything. I was like, Jesus, fuck. Number one, sorry, Adam Sandler. Like, I know you care, but fuck Adam Sandler.
Sandman.
Yeah. Like, I mean, his movies are uniformly terrible. I mean, there's Billy Madison. Okay, is kind of fine, I guess. Waterboy, all right, I guess. And then of course, Happy Gilmore. That's like the three. That's like A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Everything else is the Phantom Menace that guy made. Look at what a dork I am comparing everything to Star Wars. But but basically, that's exactly how I feel about it, and no one can argue with me about that.
You're entitled to.
It's just my opinion.
It's your truth.
I don't mean to melt the internet, but yeah, Happy Gilmore too. They're like all these like different all these different athletes have cameos, and they're golfers or this Travis. Whatever. Who's the guy with Taylor Swift? Your buddy
Travis. Oh God,
Travis Kelly.
How dare you? Travis Kelce is
Travis Kelce. Okay,
one of my least favorite people.
I know you don't like. He's not one of your favorite.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I thought you were.
No. He's not,
I didn't know you were being
facetious. Yeah. He's not one of your favorite footballers. I know.
He's one of my least favorite, probably people of all time.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him, but I hate him just in general.
I find him
odious
to be a.
I did see a clip of him from a couple of years ago when he was dating black girls, and he had a real affect. Like he was one of those like white guys who was like, "Yo, it's my girl."
And he still kind of does, and that's why it's even weirder that he's like with Taylor Swift. He's such a. You can okay, like there are certain people that are in like I don't know that
go ahead
aspire to be famous, and you can tell the people that kind of make things and do things that are famous, and it's a byproduct of what they love doing.
Sure.
He's one of those guys that you can tell is very proactive. I think he's my theory on him is he's a very deeply like haunted, depraved individual.
Oh, okay.
And the thing with Taylor Swift is because he's not into fucking chicks like Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Like, she's perfectly good looking, but
sure.
He wouldn't be, but he's one of those guys that would make a calculated move and like date somebody that's more famous than him to sort of climb the ladder.
Like when David Geffen was dating Barbara Streisand or something. You think he's gay?
I don't think he's gay. I think
he's trading up probably. Sure.
Yeah, he wants to be. Yeah. My theory was that if they, and I know that you don't follow football, but they were the Kansas City Chiefs. They were very close to winning like a three-peat, right? It was the third in a row.
Wait, I can do this. The Eagles won.
Sure, the Eagles won.
That's right.
You got that
from Philadelphia.
But my theory is, if they had won,
go ahead.
I think he would have proposed to Taylor Swift,
like on the 50-yard line or whatever.
Because I think he wouldn't be able to, like publicly, because I think he's one of those guys that has like an insatiable need to be very, very famous.
Sure.
And I think he's very gross about it. Well, he's just very contrived.
I think there's lots of athletes like that. Look at like Dennis Rodman or whatever. Like there's lots of athletes that
there's are
narcissists.
Authenticity to Dennis Rodman. Like Dennis Rodman is such a fucking weirdo that like.
Hey, can I call my alcoholism authenticity too?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm not.
One way.
I'm not an alcoholic. I'm authentic.
I'm just being my authentic.
This is who I am. Everybody in my life. Yeah. All right.
I authentically don't remember what happened last night.
I authentically blacked out 2019. Yes. Okay, don't really remember the whole fucking year. So congratulations.
But I mean, there are those people that are. I don't know. There's just there are certain people in media and that are famous that just give you the creeps. He's just one of those guys.
Well, to that point, kind of watching like Happy Gilmore and watching all these people in this self-indulgent horseshit movie, and he's in it and somebody else is in it. All these sports guys are in it. I'm like, who gives a fuck? I'm not watching this dumb shit. I mean, it gets me angry almost that people like it.
Understand. I mean, I know that Happy Gilmore is sort of this. You can call it a cult because it's it's like universally accepted.
Yes. And it's an interesting premise where he has to get angry to shoot the ball. Jesus Christ. And then he plays Bob Barker and Bob Barker beats him up. Like there's some funny beats in it.
What year did that movie come out? Because I probably saw it.
1972.
I saw it when it came out in the 90s.
Let me give you a real guess.
Okay.
It came out in 1995. Let me see. And if I'm
Close.
right, you have to kiss me.
96.
Fuck. Well,
yeah.
I would have.
Can I just give you a really long hug?
Yeah. Why don't you give me one of those lesbian fisting things?
96. So I probably saw it in around 96. So I don't even really remember the movie. I do remember. Yeah, he had to be.
It's
angry.
It's kind of charming. It's fine. Sure. It's fine, but it certainly doesn't merit a part 2. And this now with all these, it's like, I don't need to watch a 60-year-old guy like who's a deca millionaire like make some movie. There's just all those Netflix Adam Sandler movies. They're all terrible. I mean, they're all terrible. I mean, I think everybody knows it. You know what I mean? And like that whole thing with the guitar. Look, I don't know why I'm taking time out of this invaluable show to shit all over Adam Sandler. I mean, who cares?
Listen, we all have our Travis Kelce's.
I just get like when they had to. I just read a friend of mine went and saw The Naked Gun, the new one with Liam Neeson.
Right.
And they were like, it's terrible. And I'm like, of course it's terrible. Like, I mean, number one, Naked Gun was very funny for what it was. You know what I mean? Like sight gag, silly movie based off a TV show. And, you know, it's the fuck's guy with the white hair. What the hell's his name?
Leslie Nielsen.
Thank you. It sounds like a girl's name.
Making a skirt club.
Yeah, just gonna say I'll meet you at the skirt club.
Yeah.
Fucking faggot. But Leslie Nielsen's in it. Like it's funny. Like an O.J. Simpson when before all this murderers killed his wife and that waiter.
But there was like, a genre of like those kind of spook, like Airplane.
Yes, Top Secret is another
there
one.
was kind of that was a thing.
But like Airplane, for my money, is an unbelievably funny movie. It just is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Yeah. Airplane 2 with William Shatner, where they're on the space shuttle, is terrible. Like, it's just terrible. It's like Caddyshack is a great movie. Caddyshack 2 is terrible. Like, they didn't need to remake. Plus, Liam Neeson is 74 years old. Like, there's no police officer who's 74. Like, I don't know. I was just like looking.
I wouldn't know.
Well, I think you have to retire at like 70. That seems really old. I was just reading about, how we don't have enough air traffic controllers now. And the mandatory retirement is 56. I was like, Jesus Christ. If I got that job tomorrow, I'd have to retire in 4 years.
I don't think if you started.
No, it hardly seems worth it. They need them. I'm not doing.
Could you imagine that's how it worked?
I'm not doing anything right now.
Like I'm 51.
Yeah.
So
I have plenty of time.
Like, you realize you can only do this for 4 years.
All right. Well,
and it takes 3.5 years of schooling.
Yeah. I need the insurance. They're like, what? Can you see well? I'm like, well, it was better than Brian Fischler. There you go. What do you think of that? Anyway, when do I start?
Yeah. No, but it's interesting because like all of these sort of this string of like, remember they tried to redo Coming to America? That wasn't good.
Horrible.
All of these sort of. Do you think that they realize like, oh no, we're just getting this is like just for. Is it a matter of like they're trying to make lightning strike twice?
Yeah.
Or are they? There's got to be some people involved that are aware that like we're just gonna get people to spend money on this.
Number one, there are very few sequels that are worth a shit, right?
Right.
I mean, it's and most sequels that work are part of a trilogy, for example, or they're meant to be anyway. Like Godfather is meant to be 3 movies in the beginning. So Godfather 2 is not really a sequel; it's a prequel. And Empire Strikes Back, in my mind, is the best Star Wars movie, and I don't think anyone can disagree with me. But in terms of like, I mean, like. Coming to America was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Great movie. Blah blah blah. There you go. Coming to America 2 is just like self-indulgent, just horse shit. And they just got Eddie Murphy. And apparently, I didn't see it because I just couldn't. Apparently, it was terrible. Like it was just absolutely.
I maybe got like 25 minutes into it, and I remember my girlfriend was like, "I can't do this. If you want to keep watching, great, but I can't."
Is there anything?
I can't do it.
There's nothing worse than watching like a comedy with somebody and it's terrible and kind of looking over them being like, are we?
Yeah.
Do I have to break up with this girl? Is she?
Oh, because she likes it?
Or at least you can't tell yet. Someone's got to, you know what I mean? If you're watching something and they're cracking up and you're like I don't like.
I'm wondering if I do remember watching as a kid watching the Pink Panther movies with my uncle and cousin, and they loved those movies. I'd never really seen them, and them laughing so hard, and me being like, Yeah, I guess he bumped his head. I don't. I guess that's something.
Yes.
But I didn't really get it. But it was like the repetition. They had seen it so many times, and they were like anticipating jokes.
Well, that's another one too.
Gags.
That movie, the first Pink Panther, I think it was called A Shot in the Dark, and that first movie is really fucking funny.
Right.
Like and it's because of Peter Sellers. Like it's just and that guy, the Kato, the Asian guy who's just keeps trying to kill him all the time and attack. Like it's completely ridiculous. So that is fun. But then from there it turned into 2 and 3 and then fucking Steve Martin decided that he's going to reboot it, which is like, dude, what are you thinking, Steve? Yeah, remember Steve Martin was a Pink Panther again for like at least 2 movies, maybe 3. I don't know, but he's a weirdo. But he's like, it'd be funny if he insisted that the Pink Panther play the banjo. He's like, Kito, bring me my banjo. Kito, bring me the banjo.
Yeah.
But there's that. And like Arthur 1, for you young people, if you haven't seen Arthur with fucking Dudley Moore, it's hilarious. It as a whole, the movie's not great, but there's a solid 40 minutes of that movie that are fucking 100% worth watching. And the scene with the guy that's going to be his father-in-law, and they're in the game room with the big fucking moose head, and he's shit-faced drunk, and he just points at the moose and he goes, "You must have really hated that moose." It's just
I
fucking
remember that part.
Yes.
I don't really even remember that movie. But.
Yeah. It's very. That's funny. But then Arthur 2 on the rocks, whereas Arthur's trying to get sober.
2 Electric Boogaloo.
Pretty much. Yeah. He's like, "I'm a break dancer. I am." But it was so funny too because they never actually mention like why Dudley Moore, who's English. Everyone else in the movie is American, but he's English. They don't really. Maybe he went to some private school in England, I guess.
They might have explained it briefly or something, or maybe I got.
It's like all those Schwarzenegger movies in the 80s and 90s. He'd be like, "My name is Roger Smith," or whatever.
He's Austrian.
They never fucking even acknowledge for 30 seconds he's Austrian. He's like, "I'm an American police officer named John Taylor." Yeah. Yes. How are you, John Taylor? I'm pretty good,
I'm a cop. My father was a cop.
Like Rocky. Rocky's an unbelievable movie. Rocky 2 sucks. Rocky 3 is great, but it's great because it's so terrible. You know what I mean?
Right. Which one's with the robot? Is that 3
that's
or 4?
That's 4.
4. That's where I check back in.
Yeah, where
4.
Paulie and the robot. The robot turns into like his girlfriend. Rocky's like, "Yo, Paulie, you gonna marry the robot or something? You gonna marry or something? You gonna have Chip, Rocky Chip, things of this nature or something? Chipperson. What are you gonna have at the fucking wedding? Fucking batteries for
Jim Balboa?
Gonna go plug in your fucking wife? Fucking and things of that nature?
Something.
Yeah. But anyway, it's terrible. But Rocky 3 is with Clubber Lang, and that's the one where Rocky realizes. The second time, because the first time spoiler alert for a 50-year-old movie. The first time he fights,
skip ahead 30 seconds if you haven't seen Rocky 3.
Yeah, look at the timestamp. So the first one around, that's when Rocky gets his ass kicked by Clubber Lang, and then he comes back after Apollo Creed. They do that really homoerotic dancing around in the water on the beach in their fucking little shorts and their tank tops. And then he comes back. And the great thing about it is, remember, because Apollo Creed's in his corner, and he's going, "Remember, Rocky, I had the tiger. I had the tiger." And so then Rocky gets in the corner and he goes, "I got to get him tired." So he goes back in the ring, and his whole plan is just to get hit in the face by Clubber Lang.
Yeah, that's a great
to make him tired.
To tire him out.
You got hit in the face once by Mr. T, and you're you have brain damage. Like he's like, no. There's a point in the movie where he keeps hitting in the face, and Rocky's just dancing around going, "You ain't so bad, you ain't so bad, you ain't so bad." And then they cut to Mr. T, and he's just and then one of the announcers who's kind of like, he's the Greek chorus, if you will. And the announcer goes, "Look, Clubber Lang's getting tired." And he's like, "Hey." And the Rocky's like, "All right, now it's time for me to win." Like, "Hey, okay, this one's for Mickey," whatever,
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that weirdly getting hit in the face.
Yeah. It's
you exert a lot less energy than hitting somebody in the face.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know that.
Have you ever been in like a real fight?
Not really. Not
Okay.
where there were stakes.
Oh, you're about to.
Like I've got
Oh yeah, what are you at a fucking beefsteak Charlie's?
Well, I received fights.
You don't even know what you said.
Yeah.
Fucking steaks, which is medium rare. The fuck.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. So
I if you remember,
Yes.
this you couldn't consider this a fight because I was not able to fight back at all. But in 2019, I got violently
oh
mugged.
my god, that's right.
And so that's like being in a fight, kind of, but like not.
yeah, so yeah. Well, you were
It's
attacked.
a surprise. It's a surprise.
Yes,
I mean, I got like old school rolled.
that's right.
I think that's like being rolled. I think being rolled is like when you're taken by surprise. So I do remember,
It's a shame you weren't rickrolled. By the way,
crazy, yeah, right.
Never gonna give you up.
But the craziest
Like,
thing
I'm gonna give you my money now.
about it was I remember the
How hard you were?
moment. Yeah, I was like, and like
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
it makes things very
Yeah, I
complicated
know.
now
Yeah, go ahead.
and expensive.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kill me.
But
Fuck you.
that's all you got.
Yeah.
but
Faggot.
I'm just
Yeah.
rock hard, just throbbing.
Guys, like I mugged this guy and he came in his pants. It was the weirdest
Could you
thing.
imagine?
Sorry, what were you
Could you
saying?
imagine if I was on the ground just going,
Coming, he just sees a stain.
like this guy's a weirdo, and they fucking run away. That's like my
Yeah.
crazy evolved
like
defense
like a
mechanism.
spider or something, you know, like when you're about to die, you shoot out like a cum, like a venom or something.
Sure.
All right, so go.
So,
finish
but I
your-
remember the very first thing, like when I got up and walked away, because the guy got my wallet, and he came back
Oh no.
for my phone,
Okay.
and I like had to wrestle. I guess I kind of fought back in a way but it was just me going, "You're not taking my phone," also because I knew I'd be fucked if.
Did he get the phone?
No, he didn't get the phone.
Oh wow.
And but like I think it had gotten to the point where like the crazy thing, I don't think they were wearing like masks or anything, but I
How
could
many
not
people?
tell you. It was two guys.
Okay, two
guys. But one was like doing, I think, I think both of them were doing the punching,
Okay.
but then they like started to run away as
Right.
I was like coming to and being like, "What's happening?" By then my wallet was like gone,
Right.
basically. And then another one came back, and then we tussled a little bit. But I do remember once he ran away for the second time,
Right.
I yelled. I do remember yelling, "Take the cash!" because I had like $250 in my wallet.
Wow.
Right? I don't remember why.
I would have
'Cause I don't
mugged,
usually
I would have
carry-
mugged you.
right?
Wow.
I go, "Take the cash."
Right.
Drop the wallet because
Right to
like all of my
Gallagher's.
shit is in the. I was like, I don't give a fuck about the
Yeah,
cash
you
at
want
this point,
your
but I don't want to have to
license
replace
and- yeah,
everything,
yeah,
right? And I'm
pain in the
still
ass.
replacing things
Sure.
to this day. And I do remember, but the first like thing as I was walking away was like, oh, it didn't hurt at all. Because I think the first blow was like lights out, right? Like because
Man.
I'm walking along. I remember I was eating a string cheese from the
Aw.
Rite Aid, and I had a bag.
Probably thought you were retarded.
Like look at this slow guy,
Yeah, like,
this small
eat this
white guy.
string cheese.
This
Hey,
fucking I remember I had a little bit of a buzz. I was like out with a chick,
right.
and we drank like a bottle of red wine. I had like a nice fucking buzz going,
Uh-huh.
and
You were being authentic.
I was being very authentic, very much myself.
Uh-huh.
And but after walking away, I thought that I would think I'd be in more pain, but I think it's because of like the adrenaline kicks in. Because once I realized like what is hit, it was one of those things where you're like, I don't know what's hitting me, but like things are hitting me.
I'm guessing these were white guys.
The crazy thing
ahead.
is they rang my bell so.
Were they okay? When you say they rang your bell, did they hit you with something, or was
No,
it their
I
fist?
think it was just fists.
And you
I
got-
think if it was more than fists, it would have felt more.
Was it the back of your
sharp?
head?
It was the side.
Okay.
It was all the right side of my head.
And this is in Queens.
Yeah.
Okay.
The crazy thing is like I live in a very safe neighborhood. It was like right outside my door.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy
Do you
because you're
think that-
like, wow, interesting.
Do you think that they cased you, like they knew that you lived in the
100%.
neighborhood?
Well,
Okay.
No.
Oh,
They didn't case
okay.
me like at that low, but they were because all I could tell you is they were both very big. They had to be like over 6. They were tall, right?
Right.
And because you could just kind of sense even from the ground, but I think that they were, out robbing people, and they saw me walking. I was very much not paying attention. I was like fucking with my earbuds.
Yeah, right.
And lights out.
Did you
So
have
I
like
think they were
a giant subway map open really wide? You're like, where's 9/11? I'm looking for 9/11.
100%.
No, it's a good thing I have all this
100%.
cash on me.
Yeah, camera around my neck.
Yeah, I'm a little tuned up. You got one of those like Statue of Liberty, like pointy foam hats on.
Right.
Right.
But I was so close to my house, so I was off guard. My guard was down.
Yeah, well,
because I was like, it was like February or something. It was cold, so I like put my hood up, and it was bad. It was bad times, but I was already kind of like, I had a backpack. I had
Jesus,
jerky in my, and I still to this day don't know what happened to the jerky.
Do you ever, and I'm not trying to be funny.
I think they got it.
Why start now? You think they were like, yeah, I'm going to eat your jerky too. Do you?
Yeah, motherfucker. That's how you really like assert your dominance.
Yeah, he's like eating it right in front of you.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I Roganed you. It's
right.
It's dried elk.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I Rogan your ass. Do you ever have like, I don't want to say PTSD, but do you ever get nervous when you're walking down the street now? Like
I get for like the first few years, I think I don't think about it anymore because it was so many years ago. But yeah, when I walk,
sounds like somebody's ready for their own sequel.
Yeah, when I walk on that little strip, yeah, it's weird because it's so stupid, and like in your, I don't know, deep in your brain or whatever. But yeah, I still would be like, check when I turn the corner. I'm always like, be aware. Because like clearly when I turned the corner, I didn't see anybody. So they had to be kind of like behind something,
right,
waiting to kind of jump out.
Right.
Or maybe they were far enough behind me and they just sped up. But like it was one of those things that
do you think they pregame, like the one guy talks to the other guy and he's like, all right, I'm going to punch him in the face and you make sure that he's down, and then we're going to grab his wallet and we're going to take the whole fucking thing. We're not going to like deal with his like money or whatever. And if he has any kind of dried beef on him, we're going to take that too, just to show him what a bitch he is.
As far as the Jack Links goes, we split that 50-50.
Yeah. And they get away and they're like, oh, his phone, fuck.
Son of a bitch.
So when they were trying to take your phone, were you yelling? Like, what were you doing?
Yeah, I go, I was like, I think I was just like, you're not getting the phone. You're not getting the fucking phone. And I just remember like having my hand and being like backing away, and he was like trying to, and I was like, you're not, but it was like it was a struggle.
I bet.
But it's one of those things where like looking back, I'm like, I was like, oh, that's good that I at least that kicked in, and I was like, I was like gonna wrestle the guy. I didn't because I mean he could have just been like, well, I'm just gonna go back to punching you in the face, but I think I was far like. Maybe I was far enough away. Oh, you know what?
Go ahead.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I was still on the ground.
Okay.
When so when he was trying to reach you, and I remember him saying like, "Give me the phone," and I was still on the ground.
Like,
at
say
that point.
Please, motherfucker, and you punch him
I
right
have
in the
like
throat.
a weird, it becomes like a crazy revenge scenario.
Didn't your mother teach you any manners?
Jeez,
chop him in the throat.
But yeah, it's like it's fucking crazy to think. I don't know. Like, what do you even do? But I always say, I'm like, as far as being mugged, 5 stars. Because if you get into the kind of gray area of like, okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to fight back? Are you going to run? It didn't give me the opportunity to have to like make any of those decisions, which I appreciate because I feel like that could be even more sort of, it wasn't like emasculating because you're like, that was just so crazy. Whereas like, if you then have the opportunity where you have to like fight somebody or whatever, and then you just run or something like that I feel like would be more like do more emotional damage. Knowing that
being like chased,
being like a coward or something, but it was like you couldn't, you literally couldn't. You didn't have the choice. I was just walking along, and then it was like lights out. I remember going, how did I end up on the boom, boom, and then just like
Were-
because I was out, must have been out for just a second.
So were you concussed? Did you go to the hospital or anything afterwards?
I think I went to urgent care the
Okay.
next day, but I was and I mean, I probably should have done more, to
Right.
be honest. But I was the craziest thing was it all happened on my right side. I was bleeding from my ear.
Oh, yeah, that's harsh. I mean,
Yeah.
that's that's a lot of trouble.
Bleeding from the ear, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, well, they probably
Crazy.
yeah, that could have been just the angle on like the muscle up there or something.
But it was like more. It was like temple. It was
Ooh,
bad.
oh,
It was
good,
bad
man.
times.
Wow.
I was glad it was over fast.
Yeah, that's yeah, no, I have been you know, do me a favor, look, and then
Okay.
we'll
Are you on World Star Hip
we'll
Hop?
go over. I just want you to look up this guy. This was a time when I thought this was maybe the most dangerous situation I was ever in.
Okay.
When I was living, I gotta sort of like, no, I mean, I have to really
Oh,
change
yeah,
the
kinda,
Well, no, it's okay. So you remember when I was living in that apartment and there was a guy that had angel's wings and everything?
Yeah.
There was this guy.
We
named-
talked about this recently.
Yes, we did.
The Israeli drug dealer downstairs.
Yes,
Because
very good.
I called the episode "The Israeli Drug Dealer Downstairs."
Yes, exactly. And I think that might have been on the Patreon, maybe. But this guy's name was Lord Michael. See if you
Yeah.
have a picture of him, please.
Lord,
Look up Lord Michael.
normal,
yeah,
or D-E.
no, like the place in France where people go to heal their wounds. Lord, no, I think it's Lord. I've never actually spelled it. Lord Michael, drug dealer. I don't know, Limelight. And see if the picture comes up because that guy was a pretty scary.
Drug dealer MIC.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
let me see.
Limelight, maybe. I don't know. But when he found out that I had let in the apartment that Israeli coke dealer live in the basement, and he was currently either out on bail or awaiting trial or something, and his name was on the lease. And when he found out that guy was living in the basement, he hit the fucking roof.
Yeah.
And that guy was do you see a picture of him or no?
Now, there's people wrote about him, but then if you do an image search, it's kind of like
No, it doesn't really come up. But
not really.
well,
I
trust
think
me,
it was long.
you got to be
Somebody wrote on like about like the Limelight but criminal number 8. Hold on.
okay. So maybe we'll find it.
No, it doesn't.
Well, anyway, I just remember this guy getting like not even an inch
Sure.
from my nose,
Was he a
like
big guy.
a quarter bigger than me, so 6 something, and
Okay.
and also like very thuggy. You know what I mean?
And
Like
angry too.
yo,
He's angry.
furious. And thank God my girlfriend at the time. I think if she wasn't there, I think because she jumped right in the middle of the
Okay,
two of
yeah,
us,
that'll help.
like a fucking Hellcat, and
Yeah.
he was like he didn't do anything because I think she was kind of like I don't know, like I guess I'm kind of a pussy, I guess, because she was kind of like if you're gonna have to hit me first and then hit him, and I was like hiding. I'm
Right.
like, yeah, go get him. Go, come on, Kim, help me.
Well, it's interesting because like I've kind of gotten in fights, but because like the prospect of it, because I'm probably similar to you. I'm not like a
No.
tough guy. I don't fight people.
But I have put myself in some extraordinarily
Right.
dangerous situations.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there have been times where it could have really gone south in a hurry.
Sure.
Oh, and I'm amazed. I'm amazed at some of the things I can think of that I've done that I
Yeah.
haven't ended up like, you know,
Mhm.
being in the hospital or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, but also like what I think about too is like when I was you know a kid, I was like I think I was 15, and that kid Joe Records punched me in the face, and that
Joe Records.
and he was younger than me and smaller than me, but he was
Oh, no.
tough. Yeah, he was a tough little guy.
Yeah.
And but I remember like getting punched, and immediately when I got punched, it hurt so much that it took the fight right out of me.
Really?
A teacher came out of the school. I went right over to this guy and I said, "I'm walking with you to your car." He wanted nothing to do with this.
Because I feel like anytime I haven't gotten punched that many times, but anytime I've ever gotten punched, I've always thought it would hurt a lot more.
Yeah, I don't know. This one was.
But if you were younger, this never was.
Yeah.
Really was.
I just
when
remember
was
this
young.
being on my nose and my teeth, and me being like,
Oh, right there.
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
right. It was
in the
like it was
kisser.
like
Oh,
a
yeah,
kisser.
That's a different.
It was a full on like
I
right
never really
like
got
like a
I
boom.
never got socked like
Yeah.
that. I
This
don't
was
think.
yeah, and it was such a bitch way to. It was like he treated me like I was such a bitch too because he hit me, and he's with this black guy,
He
this
moved
black
on
kid
you like a bitch.
in our school. Yeah, he just pulled a tampon out. He goes, "Here, put
He
this up your
grabbed you by
nose."
the pussy.
Well, thank God for that black guy because the black guy was a very nice guy, and he was like, "Come on, Joe, leave him alone." And then I saw
Come on,
I saw
Joe.
the teacher, and then I went over to the teacher. And
Yeah.
Then I had him walk with me. I walked with him too. Then I got anyway. And, but then the horrible thing about that was it then turned into like the next 6 months of me having to like not be anywhere near him, and we were in the same kind of social circle, kind of. It was a very ugly time in my life. But anyway, should we? Is there
crazy? Yeah, I want to say hello.
Yeah, let's do some hello. Sorry, guys.
Really quick to Timothy Gerwin. He is a brand new member. He
Timothy,
just became a
welcome,
member.
Tim. If I can call you Tim.
Can we call you Tim?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We appreciate your support. It's very nice of you to be here with us. Hey, by the way, I know I mentioned this sort of in passing, but I'm working on a merch store for the show. I know it's kind of corny, but like we don't have any ads on this, and I really don't want to ever have ads on the show, so we really just want to be supported by the members, and we're gonna have some fun t-shirts that say some dumb shit on them. It's not gonna say like the show name, it's gonna say like influencer or maybe from the old days, like where do you go up or something like that, or something fun. And they're just fun shirts, and they're going to be in all different colors, and you can order it. And if you are on the Patreon, we're going to have a Patreon promo code, so it'll be a lot cheaper on the Patreon. I'm just in the middle of, I'm getting samples from different companies, and I got a sample back. I'm not a fan of it. I'm just giving.
Oh, really?
No, it wasn't it wasn't. Well, the company's not good either.
Like the quality of shirt is not good.
Something like that. Yeah, I didn't like the lettering. I ordered one in pink with white lettering, and the lettering kind of just bled into the pink, so it wasn't a good.
Sure, you need a higher contrast.
I need something else, so I'm working on it. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll have that. Anyway,
he's
Tim,
working on.
Oh, I'm a one-man band over here,
and we're gonna sync it up with the YouTube channel too, because you're using the company, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
It'll just be all on the same thing, because my website, excuse me, nobody goes to, which is fine, but I can't have a store there because what's the point?
Sure.
Anyway, Tim, welcome. Thank you, Timothy.
Yeah, welcome everybody.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody else, thank you. Remember, even if you're a member, hit the thumbs up thing and subscribe and like and all that bullshit. I hate to ask, but it does apparently really help. And so, as Adam says, smash that like button.
Smash
and
it.
If you leave a comment, just put J or something, or poop or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
all of that stuff.
Yeah,
helps.
right. Poop.
Just whatever you can do.
Or like just your favorite emojis.
Yeah. It's free.
It's engagement.
Just it doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us, and that's it. And like I said, we don't have any ads or anything. So like I said before, I really hate it when I listen to a show and I'm enjoying. Like I listen to the Midas Touch, which is like this. I like the show very much, but then I listen to it. Michael Popak is this lawyer, and I watch his stuff. And although Michael, enough of those dark glasses, you look very sinister. Put them. You don't need photochromatic lenses.
Dark glasses.
He wears like photochromatic lenses, so they're photochromatic. Yeah, and I enjoy the content. He seems like a smart guy, and I enjoy everything he says. But then he'll be doing the show, and then it'll stop, and then he'll be like, "Don't you hate every night you got to figure out dinner?" Well, I tell you, this meal package program and promo code Midas, and the most delicious. I had this piece of skate the other day, and I'm not talking about on ice. It's a piece of fish, and I'm like, all right, enough.
Yeah,
and I understand.
But also, he looks like he's gonna whack somebody because he's wearing dark glasses
and no hooded sweatshirts. You're too old, and so that's my big thing there. So everybody, thank you. Remember, all of the social shit is Brian M. like McCarthy Show, SHOW. We're gonna jump over to the Patreon and the YouTube show.
Thank you for want to get in on it
You're right
very
now.
Last minute, like our buddy Tim, become a member. Then Tim, you can watch it live and you can ask questions and we'll talk. And
we're gonna get super dirty, so it'll be fun. Okay,
we'll
bye
take
everybody.
Our pants off.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Cock.